I wouldn't even know where to start if I had to start at anything at all. I always thought Franklin D. Roosevelt was a president, but for some reason it just doesn't seem to work out. We also have that I was watching the movie The Water Boy, and my project is about O, the letter O, which is the water, which is the passage, okay, which is also about spirit. If we enter in, okay, North America, NA, NA would be 1 for 1. It's an access code, okay? I had that on a couple of my license plates. At the same time, it's 91 plus 50. The 50 stars and then the 91 spirits. And I'll explain to you how. USA, 21, 21st letter, the 19th letter, 2119. Right away it says 2 911s, right into the name. USA is 21191, which is the spirit, which is the route of 39 cards. How can I explain it to you? Add the ace to the 9, and it equals to 45. Then add the 10, Jack, Queen, King, and it equals to 91. The word spirit also equals to 91. It is 13 cards. 13 is 1/3 of the 39 weeks for a pregnancy. At the same time, 50 stars on the United States flag plus the U of the USA equals to 71. The S plus the 50 stars equals to 69. And the A plus the 50 stars equals to 51. Area 51, in honor of Area 51. USA totals 19, 21, and 1. The total 41 from go to go, coming to the end of the game and coming around. Go she goes, comes to the end of the game. We have 7 red lines, and by the 7th inning stretch, we have 7 markings of 7 innings that the teams have already played. It's like extra time, like the 7th inning stretch, because the white lines are for the purity angel, who have yet to step in for the last of the 7th, because after the 7th, it's extra time. It's time of fate. When did Franklin D. Roosevelt discover electricity? Was it 1776, more or less? Did you know that 7286 in the reverse of 6827 is 4114, which is the DNA, the number for the DNA in gematria, also used on Sesame Street, see same street. So I was going through some stuff over here. I'm going to go back. And have you ever seen what 10 can do to you? Can you ever see what 10 can do to you? Here's the 1, and here's the O. There's a 10. You put them next to each other without that, you got 10. But if you put the line inside the O, you got the letter Q. Or it could be a sperm, and now it's pregnant. This is what a 7 can do. That when you put the 11 lines, one here and one here, they now connect. One corner point here, one corner point here, one long. Here's your razor. 24-hour day, H2O. Doesn't anybody know what the second level of H is? It's a Q. So you have HQ. Your IQ is your HQ. HQ is just like I showed you, the O and the 1 that comes together. H2O is from the 2 worlds. We're not alone, my friends. I don't know how to explain it to you. Now, this gold bond medicated powder is, I'm jumping on other stuff, is that they were using Peyton Manning, and he was wearing number 39. And he's the last result. So the last result says back in Chicago. And what's funny about Chicago is they have the Chicago Bulls, C and B. Chicago Bears, C and B. You have Chicago Blackhawks, C and B. All number 23. All number 23. Sticking something up, okay? The other thing about that is, I'm going to try and show you. 70 through 86 over 68, 27. 7 and 6 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 2 and 8 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. 8 and 2 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. And 7 and 6 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. This letter, if you take a look, 13. Let me take a look on this side. 13 total, the letter M. 13 total, the letter M. It says M, K, KM. It would total 24 and 24, 24 hours a day of kosher foods. At the same time, it's 13 and 10, and 10 and 13. 10 and 13, MJ in initials, MJ, 10 and 13 together, number 23, MJ. Who plays for the Bulls? Michael Jordan, 4114. He's the man who rises, because I always knew that basketball was the game of the universe. Oh, and Michael Jordan played right from the sky. He had it. I bet you he would have even been, as good as he was, he could have been even greater. The more you believe that you come from somewhere else, it's all about the matrix, my friend. Wow. Wow. They total 46 are WW. And then we can go back and say, who was the president? 2 Roosevelts. Why? When did WWW come in to become presidents? William Taft, 1909, out of office by 1913. But who comes in? Woodrow Wilson, WW. Donald Duck, Road Runner, Bugs Bunny, WW. Woodrow Wilson. March 4th, 1913, and he stays in for 8 years during the war. He stays in during the war. Governor of New Jersey prior to 1911, 1913, but he doesn't run right through the war. But just after the war, who comes but another W, because we set it all up here. WWW. Warren C. Harding. 1921, he was in for 4 years and 2 years, in which, he was somehow, Woodrow Wilson, 1916 ends here. He takes over as the 34th. Oh, because he doesn't run his term, something happens to him. What happens? Does he pass on or something? But that's okay. He ran 2 years. So the last W only ran 2 years, and then they bring it back with C and C, Calvin Coolidge. So once you finish it off with Calvin Coolidge, okay, you automatically know it's not Calvin Coolidge, because that's 33. You see, if you go by the numbers, okay, 9, 15, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. Okay, so you see the way I went from 45 to the other side of 54? Now watch what happens when I do it with number 24. 24, 33. Right away, it doubles itself. Okay, so 33 is the wall. So you have to go one before. Okay, is 24, and you're living before the one before and after, which is between 15 and 24, which the middle is 17 and 20. Black on roulette. Can't explain it to you what it is. What did I just say? Yeah, number 33. So this is, you see, I don't know, but I definitely do know that this is one hell of a game, a mastermind who built this whole thing from hundreds and thousands of years, and the patience. So they must like to go out a little bit and go, thank fucking God, we can be who we are now. We're always hiding our lives. Ay, ay, ay. Holy crap. So anyways, then after we had the end of the First World War, prior to the next World War, I mean, we got Herbert Hoover. He comes in during the money watch, because we didn't go very far with Calvin Coolidge after that. We don't make it too far after the war. Calvin Coolidge is in, and he stays his 6 years, but Warren Harding stayed only his 2 years. Calvin Coolidge stayed the extra 2, plus he was reelected. Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Boom, boom. We went from one war to a killed guy, and then we went 1929 was the destruction of the money markets, and then all of a sudden you got somebody staying 4 years, building it over to Herbert Hoover, and then nobody wants to stay with him. We hit Franklin D. Roosevelt. Everybody knew we couldn't change presidents. We were heavily in heat, almost going to war within the third year, so they couldn't change him in 1937 in March because it was almost 38. And that's why we had to keep him for 3 years, so we duplicated that Franklin D. Roosevelt. I don't know what the game is, but I know if you look at some of the players, there are some giveaways. We all know JFK is a giveaway, right? We all know JFK is a giveaway. Do you understand what I'm saying by a giveaway? I'll explain it to you. A giveaway is, if it's a game, whoever made the whole game up, and the devil, or whatever it is, wanted us all to play. He wanted us all to have a chance. He says at the end, because they don't care who wins. They're laughing at us anyways. Ah! Look who's winning. Because you all know that the man in the middle, if it ain't the devil, you're going to be bored. It's the devil that gives you the extra edge on things. What are we up to next? That devil gives you that ride. He didn't tell you to make the choice to do anything wrong to them. But you always blame it on the devil anyways. Always his fault. You don't think he's tired of it being his fault? Well, the other creation you see of the demon devil, okay, that's hanging around, it's, for me at least, this is the way it goes. We made him up, he's a sad kid. But there's two kinds. There's the one that the real evil salute to the devil, and there's the good evil devil who just wants you to go a little bit over the edge to try a little bit harder to get something done. So if you can understand that, that's fine. MJJM 23 and 23 is 46. Okay, I forgot to show you this. When you do this again, the MJ numbers over here, it's 46, two sides, 92. If I take out the cards, okay, I don't have them on these cards, okay, but a lot of cards will say number 92, number 202. I mean, these cards are showing an end cycle. I never saw these cards before. See the way the hair? See the way the hair goes together? It's like an ace passing from one side to the other one, or it's a long, 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 long elevator going all the way in. She's lying in the back. You sit on the car. The car's a queen's face. You're sitting on the queen in the front. She takes you all the way this way. Here's a cart coming back. And look, here's all the E's. All these puzzle pieces and the E's. We're not alone, my friends. They're not bad, whoever is out there. We are in a concealed system. Whatever comes in is because the door was open. And if there's somebody that's evil, do not worry, because they will come. And don't worry, the players of this game have been through this many times before. I'm quite sure. I still haven't shown you this and this. Yep, you know the Stonehenge, right? You know the Stonehenge? Stonehenge. See the Stonehenge? You know what that is in England or in the U.S.? Do you understand the Stonehenge? The tall buildings standing up. See the Stonehenges? They put the rocks around. It's that easy, my friends. It's that easy to game. When you get in and you get on the good side, our energies in force. Our energies in force. It's retarded. You can't even think of what I'm saying. I can't even say it. We become so fucking united, okay, that we can just bleed somebody by thought. Now the thing is, it's hard to understand what I'm saying. And what I'm trying to say is, this is the way I can visualize it, is that when we can all come together, if there's really another God, we can control some of these energies and be able to tap into the system the way they tap into us. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I'm gonna show you something. You see? Look at the shape inside of it. Okay? Now what you can do is just take this out. You see in the middle here? That's where we are. These things move. They all move. We're in the middle right here. The other one they have is they put one on top here, and then they put another one on top over here. And they're all moving. There's 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3 exits on this, and then 1, 2, 3 exits on this. It's the same one. You see that? And you see this? So what would happen here is if this was all blocked, if this was blocked, and all the sides were blocked, the gas would accumulate right here, and then it would explode, and then everything would just blow out their own way. Achoo! A little bit of a sneeze, I guess. Again, gold bond medicated, some kind of company out of France, something to do with Franklin Mint electricity. What's his name? Franklin Roosevelt? No. Franklin. What was his name again? Now I'm a little... I'm going to see it in a second. Benjamin Franklin. That's what it was. Benjamin Franklin. And then you had Franklin Roosevelt. So it was like some sort of continuation. But okay, so let me see. The other thing is this, is 7286. If it was exactly 20 years, okay, 20 years is 7,305 days. It is a difference of 19 days between 19 years and being completely 20. 19 is the number of man on the moon, is your spirit connecting with your soul. 10 and 9, your birth and your birth spirit. 9 and 10, and then 2 for the world make 21. I mean, it's a different number for each location, but it doesn't matter. It makes all the same thing. So that's what 7286 gives you. 7286 is the 19 years, 0.94 into 789. Well, that's the end. Thank you. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. We did this, we did this. I showed you the Q. It's not equal. Did you see the sign? It's not equal? You're right. It's a number 7. Or it's an elevator down from another level, or it creates the hockey stick. I see a lot of things quick. You got to pick up, you got to stop your video. Okay, we're going to stop. This is big time in there. Something's coming off soon, I know. Too many coincidences lately. Way, way too many. And it's not me. It's not me. And whatever I say again, forget it. Just, you know, just Chicago keeps coming up, Illinois and Ohio and all the way down Kentucky and shit like that, you know? So, I don't know. Anyways, Raphael 7286. Thanks.